What is going on, YouTube? My name is Lucas, and today I'm going to provide you with 3 stocks that I feel should split in order to give the everyday investor the opportunity to invest in those companies. So if you're interested in those companies, I suggest you stay tuned right after this. Before I start splitting into these companies, I ask that you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's going to help out tremendously, and it lets me know that you guys support the channel. And, obviously we're on the verge of getting to 1,000 subscribers and beyond. So it would help out so much if you guys would smash that subscribe button, and let's continue on into this video. Company number 1 on my list, and holy smokes, they are a banger, and that is going to be Amazon. I mean, Amazon, obviously the stock price is past the moon, and it is on some other planet, potentially in another galaxy. I mean, Amazon has its hand in so many different categories. Obviously, they do Amazon Prime. They deliver their own packages. They are delivering packages. They have one of the best online services to make purchases. They're obviously in data centers. They're in networking. They're working on getting drones to deliver your packages. I mean, there is so much that Amazon does, and they are led by one of the best, CEOs out there in Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos obviously has his hand in multiple different companies, and he's obviously working with Blue Origin, trying to get to the moon as well. Company that I definitely would like to see a split happen. Obviously I don't know what type of split you will see. And as you can see when we get into this chart, I really can't provide you a specific split that like I could potentially for an Apple who's doing a 4-to-1 or a Tesla who's doing a 5-to-1. I mean, Amazon's stock price is outrageously high. And even if it were to split, we'll say in half, that's still a $1,500, almost $1,500 share that still the majority of the average investor isn't going to be able to afford. I mean, obviously there's quite a few people out there that are going to be able to do that, but Joe Smo, who may just be picking up trading, isn't going to be able to do the likes of an Amazon. And that's the reason, in my opinion, you would do a split, is to make that a lot more affordable to the average, investor trying to get in and really get some share prices. So let's swing on over here into Amazon. I'm going to break down this chart for you, and that way you can really kind of get a grasp of, maybe what you think the stock split should be. I'd be interested to know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Leave those down below. What kind of Amazon split do you think could happen? So swinging on over here, this is a 6-month chart. Oh my. Every time I see this stock price, I'm like, holy smokes. And what is crazy is I had 2 shares at one point in the $1,800 to $2,200 range. And it made me a decent return. And I was like, man, I'm going to get out of it because I have some other things I'm interested in getting. Because obviously 1 to 2 shares, but it's still crazy to see this stock price. So on Friday, it opened at $3,178.18. $3,000.178.18. What in the world? It got as high as $3,178.24, and as low as $3,120. And I'm going to kind of go off a little bit here. Could you imagine being able to get into this stock at $100, $200? And you just, in your mind, you're like, hey, I'm going to buy 1,000 or however many shares, and I'm going to ride this thing out into the sunset. I believe in what they're doing. This company has a great vision, and, I believe in them. They have Jeff Bezos, and I'm going to just hold forever. It's unimaginable, and it's unfathomable to think that at some point that this stock was in the low 100s. Whew! Continuing on, volume 2.752 million. Its market cap is 1.577 trillion. It's interesting. Let's see who gets to 2 trillion first. Obviously, Apple's probably going to be first, but there's some companies coming up right behind them. Amazon, Microsoft, Tesla's even one that could push it. It'd be interesting to see who's going to come up, behind Apple. 52-week high is $3,344.29. Its 52-week low is $1,626.03. Its average volume is 4.591 million. And this is a 6-month chart, obviously affected by the coronavirus, continuing through April all the way to where we're currently at, and this thing just climbed. Amazon obviously is going to be able to capitalize off of, it seems like, any situation. Obviously, they are going to really capitalize off the coronavirus. People aren't going out shopping like they used to. They're not being able to go into, the everyday mom and pop, store face and get what they want. They're not going to be able, Walmart probably took a hit as far as everyday people coming in as well. They had to make adjustments. The biggest thing with Amazon is they do deliveries. It's easy to just have your package delivered, whether it's groceries now, it's, say you just need some simple appliance stuff, whatever it may be, Amazon can provide that to you. And it's just right at your doorstep. It's even a service now where it could be next day delivery. That is crazy. So now, we see why, and we understand why Amazon has been successful, and it's going to keep being successful. They're going to keep making advancements. They're going to keep pouring it on. And, it'd be interesting just to see if the stocks does split and what the actual price will be. Number 2 on my list is going to be Netflix. That's right. You guys thought I was going to say Google. I'm changing things up a little bit. And the reason is because, there's going to be a lot of people out there that say Amazon. And obviously I picked Amazon for a reason. That stock price, holy smokes. And, I could easily have picked Google. But I want to see some other companies do some splits to help the everyday investor. There's a lot of people that are trading on Robinhood. Netflix could be one of them. There's a lot of people that are investing. That could be Netflix. There is a lot of opportunity with Netflix if they were to conduct a split. I think they would get a lot of people interested in that, and I think that would kind of shock the world if they did a split, truthfully. Obviously we know what they do. They are a streaming service. They provide original series, TV shows. They provide their own, they obviously provide TV shows, movies, everything imaginable, and it's a streaming service that is just awesome. It definitely capitalized during the coronavirus. There was a lot of people that really utilized Netflix during the coronavirus. We couldn't go nowhere. There was a lot of people that were just locked in their homes, figuratively. But they were at stay-at-home orders and they couldn't do a whole bunch. So what did they turn to? Netflix is one of them. So obviously Netflix really profited from the coronavirus. And they're going to continue to keep climbing because they're coming out with a lot more opportunity. You guys will see that when I dive into this chart. So we're going to swing on over here and really get into this thing. This is going to be a 6-month chart because I like to include the coronavirus in all of them, even though we know it affected every company, and even Netflix it affected. So as you guys can see, in February into March, we had that epic drop, and it really gave a lot of people the opportunity to invest. I myself invested in Netflix at that time, and it continued from that point to just continue to go up. Obviously it's been hitting some crazy highs. Quarterly earnings, obviously they showed what they were able to do during the coronavirus. So we're going to swing over here. Opened at $482.82 on Friday. It got as high as $488.32. Its low was $480.21. Its volume was 2.943 million. Its market cap is $212.9 billion. Its 52-week high is $575.37. Its 52-week low is $252.28. Its average volume is 7.307 million. It closed Friday at $482.68. That was up 0.28%. And it continued to climb just a smidge more, closing out the rest of the day at $482.86, up 0.04%. Like I said, guys, that's a 6-month chart. We're seeing what it's capable of doing. And the reason why I think this would be cool, even a 2-to-1 stock split or maybe a 3-to-1, I think it would be very cool to just provide the opportunity for the average investor to pour into this. I mean, if it did that, I honestly probably would try to get anywhere from 25 to 50 shares easy. Stock number 3 on my list, and let me tell you, just looking at this stock, it makes me hungry, and that is going to be Chipotle. Chipotle is absolutely amazing. Their food is amazing. You can get a burrito, you can get a burrito bowl. I'm not going to go too much into detail on that because it's going to make my mouth water, and then I'm going to start slobbering all over the place doing this video. But Chipotle is doing some amazing things. Obviously, they've had to change with the times as well. Obviously, the coronavirus has really made a lot of businesses reevaluate their plan. Chipotle, a lot of them are just walk-in store. You order what you want, you go through the line, you pay, you can either sit down or you can get on out of there. And, you know, they've obviously had to change their ways. They have delivery services now. They really use DoorDash and, you know, Postmates and all those types of things, Uber Eats, to the fullest because, you know, people got to get their Chipotle burritos. It's just awesome to see Chipotle doing what they're doing, and their stock price is just through the roof. It's crazy. So I would love to see them do a stock split and give everyone the opportunity to really, in this case, buy a burrito. So let's swing on over here and take a look at this Chipotle 6-month chart. On Friday, it opened at $1,189.41. Got as high as $1,203.32. Its low is $1,180.91. Its volume is 158,000. Its market cap is $33.18 billion. Its 52-week high is $1,203.32. Its 52-week low is $415, and its average volume is 391.6 thousand. And I do think that they hit a pretty low during the coronavirus. That March 28th time frame for a lot of companies is gonna be the worst in 2020. At least we hope. You know, March 28th, 2020, it got pretty low, it looks like. But since that point, you guys can see it's just been a steady climb up. And a lot of people obviously are not going to give up their Chipotle burritos. What type of stock split I can envision here is going to be something similar to potentially a Apple or even like a Tesla. A 4-to-1 or even a 5-to-1 would be pretty cool to see. And, you know, honestly, same thing. If they did a stock split in that nature, I would definitely try to get anywhere from 25 to 50 shares in Chipotle. I see this thing getting back to these numbers if it were to conduct a stock split, you know, relatively quickly, just because people enjoy Chipotle. I mean, the revenue is constantly there. People are always going, and they're just finding and becoming innovative and finding new ways to get the food to you wherever you may be. So that's definitely number 3 on my list, and I might go get me a burrito right now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It's going to be a little bit different because, you know, I want to see some splits happen. I do want to see those occur down the line with some bigger companies like the 3 I just mentioned. I think it provides a lot of opportunity, but it creates a lot of excitement and allows us to create videos. You know, us content creators love this type of thing because it's something to talk about and provide you guys some different content. And you guys know, if you like this video, smash that like button. It helps out tremendously. You guys have no idea. Smashing that like button gets this video out to so many different people, and it allows them to see what you guys see all the time. And if you enjoy this content, because I'm going to keep the content flowing, subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. And as always, have a good day.